Okay, OBS, we've got this. All right, so I transferred the quests over, removed all the errors, but now I have to actually go through the quest system and make sure it's working properly, which I don't believe it is currently. Well, it's not that I don't believe it. I know it's not working properly right now, but I have to change a few things anyway, because before I used to constantly grab the new quest logs and like quest data, but I don't have to do that anymore. So you accept a quest, it does all this jazz. So down here, let's grab the player template. Quests. All right, so when I grab player quests, I'm grabbing accepted and log. So actually, tracked. I completely forget what tracked is for. I think I can just grab the whole thing in one. Hey, what's going on, Henry? How you doing, man? Word 2010 was the best, man. It's a shame that I don't even think you can buy it anymore. You have to like steal it. I use LibreOffice now anyway, so. In Word 2016? It's probably a formatting thing. You probably have to go into like paragraph and do something. I don't know. I don't know, man. Those damn Microsoft people. Isn't everything after 2016 for Microsoft like a monthly fee? You can't actually buy Office anymore. You have to pay a monthly fee for it. Yeah, but like, I mean, normally, I don't think there's like, unless you figure out a way around it. The only way to get it is uh to to do like a monthly fee thing instead of just buying it outright, assuming you wanted to do it above board, you know. Whereas for Microsoft 2010, you could buy that for like, I forget how much it was, like $60 or something in US dollars. Anyway, I gotta figure out this thing because I wanna get this out tonight so that people can start trying to break it. I need to rip this out. I need to get people to start trying to break it, and then because ultimately, like I winter break is either coming up or it's basically tomorrow for people, or basically this weekend. So I need to get people to actually start playing this game during winter break. We've got we can get rid of this. All right, here we go. Wait, there's a quest log, quest ID. Yo, where do... Okay, easy. But, what's up with this log? Oh, you know what I think this is? This is gonna be a check on whether or not you can accept it. Here's what I want to do. I want to print data store.value.quests. Because I'm curious what's going on here. Let's try it. And that's 167. What? Oh, because that's accept. Oops. Close open. What? Oh, it's not. It's no longer in monster stats. Right. Okay, stop. Module client quests 350. So, where are identifiers again? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's constants. Constants identifiers. Yep. All right, 1, 2, and oh, I don't need this then. Cool. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. All right, let's just do this. Constants dot identifiers. Cool. That should be it. It breaks. I updated your code on my end. I didn't update it on your end, so I didn't update it in your in the So I don't think I updated it in the underground place. Yeah, but don't break your computer. You need that to work for me. Am I right? Am I right? What? Constants. Oh, colors. Whoops. What was that? 357. 357. All right. Colors. All right, that should be good. Sticks. I like that one. Hey, look. It's working the way it worked before. I still don't like it, but it is working the way it worked before. Oh wait, you can't see it because it's just so small. Yeah, we got the complete thing here. Hey, look, error. Why? I spelled value wrong. Jeez. All right, let's try this again. All right, I'll maybe be right back. Actually, I'm gonna grab a cookie or something. Doing pretty good. How are you? Sorry, I'm eating a cookie right now. Yeah, it's the curse of being mortal. It's a damn shame. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do here, the reason why this is not updating, and I just want to confirm that the update is gonna be what I think it is. I have to copy what I do on the server in the client. Yeah, it's not here. Here, so it would be here. I can't even click those. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Well, don't do that. So keep in mind, as long as you don't push. Actually, are you able to publish to Roblox? Don't do it, but like, are you able to publish to Roblox? All right, so this is all. Okay, yeah. So really, the only thing I have to do is make sure the logs and complete table are all updated on the client. And I could also, I think for most of my GUIs, I'm gonna put like a refresh button in case something weird happens and you think that the client and server are not synced up, basically. That way you could be like right next to the X button over here or something. That way, if you suspect something is wrong, you press the refresh button and then make sure that, and then that will force the client and server to sync. I already have it for some things, although I don't think they are functionally there yet. They don't actually do anything. Also, there's one refresh button that actually resets your stats. I think I'm gonna keep that way, and there's no way to actually force sync that one because that one doesn't use the same method of syncing as the rest of the GUIs, and that's the skills. So skills have this refresh over here, but this refresh, it doesn't do anything yet. But this will be used to reset stats in the future. Alright, cool. So these all work, like the buttons themselves. Again, I just need to make sure that whatever I do in the server is essentially reflected in the client. Gotcha. Okay, so in that case, Henry can't publish it either. So there's no real worry for accidentally pushing it on his end and having people break it. All you'd have to really do, what I would do before I publish everything anyway, is update all of the places with the most current form of the script. So even if you did put like a while loop without a task.wait, it wouldn't really matter. I might actually have while loops without task.waits as well. It's just they're in obscure places, and I don't know where they would be right now. I guess I could look up every single while loop I have. I don't think I actually have that many. Alright, so this is accept quest. So the thing is when I accept a quest, let me actually do it now. So alpha rewards, accept. I'm looking for 167 here. Yo! Why can't I you okay, that actually pissed me off. I specifically want to see the table. Beta ready? It's really close. It's stupid close. But the thing is I don't want. Oh, 1 second. Let me open this. Okay. That's literally what I didn't want to see. I want to see like accept. Shoot. Okay, I'll look into that later. So but what I want to release today is not the beta. What I want to release today is just something that people can test for errors. Beta will basically be that plus what else did I write in the chat here? Whatever I released today plus the monsters, walls, and music of the next area. Mail system, trade system, shop. The help thing, that's going to be really quick because I have it done before and there's no special thing with the help GUI, so that's going to be easy. I do want to release more NPCs just to provide like quests and things like that. Just to give you something to do in the beginning. Like there's not going to be too many things to do other than grind up and yeah, chill. Have fun with friends while you grind up, but and prepare for the boss, which isn't in the game yet. But yeah, it's basically really really close to being there. So I want to do an error test, and if I could do a stress test, yeah, it would be next week. I would love it for it to be before Christmas. If I can get things done very very quickly, I'd do it tomorrow, honestly. But in terms of releasing beta, but I think I would ideally like people to try to break the game for today and tomorrow. If I can get a lot of the things that I want done by Sunday and then release it on Monday, that would be great. Alright, let me see. Monday, yeah, that would be great. That would give me 2 days leeway time. Because Monday's the 23rd. So that's the goal. Probably not going to reach the goal, but that is the goal. Alright, so what is the problem here? This is module server quests. Oh, did I accept a tutorial quest? Oh, yeah, I did. Shoot. Alright, well, let me, I guess, redo this. actually, if I play this now, it will just straight up error out, right? Or actually, maybe maybe it didn't even get to. Oh, it did accept, but it doesn't know what to do. Okay. The problem is I can't see what happens here before. So here's the problem I'm running into here. I made this. It technically works. I just want to copy what I have in the server into the client, basically, kind of. If I could make it a little bit easier on the client, that would be nice, but we'll figure it out. So what I'm not really getting here is data store value quest log has to be true. Oh no, if it's true. I see. Okay, never mind. This I was reading this in the opposite way. So okay, this actually makes sense. That's fine. And quest ID sub is not equal to tutorial. So is this code only for tutorial? Well, I clearly am able to accept things, so there is some. Oh, right. No, so if this is true and it's not equal to tutorial, then return. If it's true and equal to tutorial, then we can. This is so we can do the tutorial again. Okay. Easy. This is the rest of the code. Okay. Yeah, sure, man. Bon appetit, dude. Yo eet väget, as they say. Some other faraway language. We do. Check requirements. Okay, this doesn't actually. So I don't care about anything that. Well, I do care about it, but I don't really want to improve on anything currently unless it has to do with changing data. This is just checking data. It just returns false if any of these are. Oh, wait, we can. Oh, we should probably be changing these to the script equivalent that I created already. So instead of player get attribute, this would go into the player module or the player stats module and look up the level. Oh, this wouldn't work though. So it's a good thing I'm looking at it anyway. This wouldn't work because so the weapon info actually would. Oh, so it would work. Yeah, I feel like if I just use the player stats stuff, this could actually be cleaned up. I said I don't want to clean this up now, but I kind of do. I'll ignore it for now, since I think it still should work. The ones that won't work are the ones that are based off of like other stats. The things that are in here or in friends list, which I don't think I had a quest before with that. Movement. Oh, right. I actually don't use this yet because I don't have other movement settings. That's fine. So check requirements. All right. This is where we're going to have to start copying and pasting. Copy from the server. Paste it to the client. If bool equals true, then okay. Self dot. Let's paste this down here. Dot quest log. Quest ID or self dot current quest is equal to false. Self dot quest data, which is accepted. Self dot current quest is equal to table. One is equal to table. If quest location, shoot. Oh, it's just okay. It's just the quests. Okay, I did already update everything with all quests afterward. Good. Okay. Okay, do we do any more of these? Oh, wait. This was checking that. Okay. We can comment that out for now. That's just the quest location. We do dot rewards is equal to false. Oh, that's why we do that. Okay. If one dot rewards, then and let's put this up here. Local quest details is equal to that. We set that, and down here we do one dot tasks is equal to table. All right, and that's the only thing we got so far. Now we have to figure out where are these tasks going to. Right here. Oh dear, that's long. So quest details. Oh, did I mess this up before actually? Let me see. I did. Parts. For I comma v in dot parts one dot tasks do end. Okay. Oh, we need QID here too. Where's QID? Let me just take a look at all of these. Oh, okay. So we only care about F is farm, right? And O is, I forget what O is. I think it's just waiting. Index and task. If task dot t type 1 is equal to QID dot f, then else if task dot t type 1 is equal to, what was the other one? QID.O, then end. Okay, let's do F first. These aren't even that long. Okay. I don't need to create the new folder here. That's done on the server. What I do have to do is accepted quest ID. One tasks. Okay. I is equal to 0. Okay, and we will still do this same thing actually. Oh, this has to be index, not I. Index. We have to add a connection. The problem is, how am I going to handle this connection? So the other connections I handle by connecting an event to some kind of thing happening, and then every time that thing happens, we're connecting to the event, and then what I connect is a bunch of functions within a different folder. And then I just add more functions to that folder. But in this case, because I don't always have the event that I'm looking for, I don't know if I can do it that way. So like I won't always have to be killing mushrooms, basically. Or will I? Actually, though. So there's a few quests that become incredibly easy to do because things like, oh, get to a certain level, all I have to do is add the function to the level up functions, essentially. And that will finish that, essentially. For farming monsters, though, I've always wanted to have like a tally of how many monsters have been beaten by everybody, basically, and that would require a connection event every time a monster dies. Um, yeah, I'd have to figure. And also, like, if there are a bunch of people farming monsters at the same time, then let's say I have like a number value on the server. The problem with that is if there's a bunch of people that kill monsters at the same exact time, then it'll, if I do a connect event to the change in value, it'll just recognize the most recent change in value. Like, I would actually have to have a breakdown of what each player did. It's just recording a lot of information. Okay. So yeah, I think this is going to be cool. So what I would have to do is essentially create something else. I think this is all I actually need here. I don't need any of this other jazz. I will need a connection, but it's going to be in a much different way. So I'm just going to minimize that. Wait. Oh, there's nothing in O. No. There's stuff in O. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is in O. Okay, sure. So we go here, and I say the same stuff really, except task index is going to be equal to v dot number, or task dot tasks I. Oh, because it's the total time you'd need, right? And that would go down. And what I would need to do now is basically link this folder, the attribute on this folder, to tick down with this. On the client specifically. Okay. Alright, so in both cases, I would need to find the new quest folder, or sorry, the new task folder within the quest folder. So I'd have to find the quest folder. Alright, I think before I do that, let me create something to track. So let me go into this server. I think it's on monster died, yes. Do I have things that are related to quests yet? Doesn't look like it. All right, let me look at the old on monster died function, or script, I guess. The old on monster died script is down here somewhere. Yep. Alright, so these are all for drops. I don't care about that. Also all for drops. I think that might actually also be all for drops. So quests. Okay, here. I can find quests down here. Oh, here we go. So this is, I have this here too. Just haven't actually done anything with it yet. Quests. It's a lot easier to see what's going on, luckily. Do I still have this open? I do, actually. Quests are empty. Oh, obviously quests would be empty. The quests are still empty here, though. Quests should not be empty. Oh, that's because I've left and come back since. I haven't actually started the on startup quest stuff. That I would actually have to do here in player. This is one of the, here you go, quest setup. And what about down here? Quest log. All right, and this is going to stay commented out. So for quest setup, oh, this is actually just the code that I probably grabbed from here. So this is what is run when you first set up. Yep, quest setup is right here. All right, let's make this look okay. So this is going to be Boolean quest ID. Or just say bool, I guess. This should remain quest ID, though. There's a lot of I's here that we need to make sure we know are correct. And I'm gonna have to change the W's and the K's and all this fun stuff too. Because if I don't, then nobody's ever going to know what the hell this code is. Would take a lot of deciphering. Probably still takes a lot of deciphering even with this. Alright. Data store value quests accepted. Quest table. I'm looking for W now. No more W's, okay. That's the full quest table. Now, quest table C part is the current part. Oh, there you go. We can do this. This is a lot easier when alright, so this is going to be index task. So all of the K's here. Sorry, all the K's are index. All of the X's, why do I need the index there? All of the X's are task. Oh, I can't use task. Current task. I can't use task because of Roblox stuff. All right, K is index. X is current task. All right. monster ID. Okay. All right, I want to try to get away from the while loops. There's also definitely a more more pretty way to do this rather than using because this would include decimal points. Nice. Welcome back, man. I would say you didn't miss much, but I like figured stuff out, so I think I'm doing okay now. Let me actually copy this because I changed some names here just to make it easier on me. Ah, whoops. There you go. All right, so current task is X. So let's look for X. Current task, okay. Any more X's? I don't see any more X's. All right, let's go. Index is K. I hope so too, and we are going to find out soon once I run the game again. Was that the only K? I guess so. Okay, next is J, which is current part. That's it. Okay. Quest ID is I. Oh, is it monster name, not monster ID? I might as well use monster name then. That's fine. Alright, so cool. Quest location. I didn't change the rest of these, so these can go. Wait, I don't have... It's self players, yeah. Expected assignment or function call. It's literally right here, but I guess it's because it's below. Yeah, I think that's why. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that would absolutely go very well. Replace every single C in the script with connections, or every single J in the script. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna try it. No. Bad idea, guys. Do I have an initialization for this thing? I do, okay. Because I have an initialization for this thing, just to get rid of those dumb errors, I'm gonna do this. Players equals nil. Under initialize, I'm gonna say self.players is equal to table. And now this will get rid of that error. No, it doesn't. What? Oh, it's because it's not set equal to anything. Oh. Wait, self. All right, is equal to table. I see the problem. The problem with table.remove and table.find is if things happen at the same time, then that can cause. Well, they shouldn't ever happen at the same time because of the task schedule services, because of the task scheduler. So hopefully that does not happen. Pretty sure it won't. Still bothers me though. We're fine. We finally have a quest folder to do stuff with. Yeah, and a bunch of these things go into quest setup. This, honestly, should all just go into the quest module. I'm going to play this now just to see if it works the way I expect it to. But it should all just go into the quest module. So what I would expect to see here is my quests populated. Yep. What is my... Alright, so we got problems here. Because based on what I know, and the fact that it's staring me in the face here, I guess you guys can't really see it, but it says defeat 5 red scarecrows. Anything with defeat a number of enemies should show in the quest itself the number of enemies I still have left to defeat. Or it would be or it would be like an additional folder here with the part number. Or I guess it would be task number. If I remember correctly what the plan was when I made this script. It is kind of a convoluted script though, so... Yeah, let's just do what I kind of wanted to do from the beginning. Which is grab this whole thing. Self.modules.module server quests. dot initialize quests, or initialize player quests. Player data store and then the quest folder. Yeah, quest folder. Sure. Module client quests. So this is going to come down here. Module server quests. All right, let's bring this down here. And okay, function self dot initialize. So there's actually two. You can use two classes at one time. So if you go into the game, you can the two classes I would probably suggest are, just to start, are the brawler class or the fighter class or whatever the fist class is. Just activate that one. That'll increase your attack by 5. And the mage class, which is, I think it's acolyte. It's either no, I think it's neophyte, because acolyte's going to be the starting healer class, I think. Because the mage class reduces the amount of, or the neophyte class reduces the amount of MP consumed whenever you use skills by 10%. And that applies to all skills, not just mage skills. I figured being able to use two class abilities at the same time would allow people to kind of like mix and match in different ways. Mage is always the coolest in every game. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got so many things I want to do for each class in this game that it's actually funny. Coolest class is going to be my class. It's going to be the engineer class. Although the sword, the close combat classes are going to be pretty cool too, eventually. It's just, I'd have to get to that point. Where is it? Initialize player requests. Okay. And I need this stuff. Oh. The toolbox, really? Okay. I'm not grabbing the toolbox. I'm going to say local toolbox is equal to self.modules.module shared toolbox. There you go. Anything else? It's just that. All right. Well, that's fine. Let's grab it. Yeah, there's really no reason to have a separate function for this. Unless I wanted to split it up to make it not such a giant wall of code to look at. Alright, so here's what we're doing here now. We are going to add players is equal to table Where did I use connections before, by the way? All right. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Here's what I'm gonna do then. Players is equal to nil. I don't initialize anything here, so I will. Function self dot initialize. Yeah, I already have like the mage is already currently the coolest class, I would say, because it just has so many options that you can do. So I already fixed that problem. At any time like new classes are released, like the next tier of classes, like I wouldn't want to do like one at a time. I would want to do like if I release the next mage class, I'd probably actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I might want to do it one at a time. Make it a slow burn. Right? I guess it wouldn't be any slower than normal, but just to have like a easily marketable kind of, hey, this is the class of the month that we're working on kind of thing. So 1 month I work on the next tier of the mage class, then I'll work on the next tier of the swordsman class. I would have to do them in like a different order though, so it can't always be that the mage class is graded first, or the sword class is upgraded first. It would have to be like, this month we're gonna work on the mage class, and then the next time I have to do the next tier of him, it won't be the mage class that I work on first. It'll be some other class. So I want to do self dot players is equal to table. I think that's the only thing really. I don't really want to do it this way. Players, let's just do it this way, and yeah. So the only thing here would be connections. So it would basically be players, and then this would be a list of player IDs, and player IDs would be equal to a table of connections, right? Let me just make sure, because it would be in server player. I have to look at the player removing function. Where's cascading disconnect? Here it is. Okay, I would actually have to make it. It would be player user ID, and that would be equal to a table, and it would be basically just connections in that table. I could probably add things to this later, but we'll do it like that then. So initializing player quests. First thing we're gonna do is self.players player.user ID is equal to table dot connections is equal to table. All right, easy. Could probably do this up here. All right, how many times do we do this? A single time. Okay, never mind. How many times do I do this, though? Probably... Okay, that's fine. Yo, where's the connections? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Oh, and this is okay. This one's set up properly now, I guess, because I just set it up properly. Okay. We can get rid of this though. And we're not going to do table.remove. We're going to do connections. So I need the what is it? I need the quest ID. Quest ID concatenating with the part current part concatenating with the task, which is just index. Okay. Because let's say if I have a quest where in part 2 I have to kill 5 mushrooms and 5 scarecrows, then index 1 will be 5 mushrooms, index 2 will be 5 scarecrows, so we won't overlap. All right, no need to do this. What we do have to do is grab this. Set that equal to nil. That way I don't have to use the table functions. No. No, I'm personally not a big fan of ascension stuff or rebirths. I might, like, if I really can think about it, maybe, not, like, it wouldn't really make sense. Because I was thinking the only way I could do that is if I have, like, weapons where, like if you rebirth this weapon skill, then the skill damage goes up for the weapon. That would be like an additional system, when in reality I don't know. I'm thinking. Because there always has to be some kind of cap to the weapons, because otherwise it would just be too overwhelming, because ultimately the goal will eventually be to level up all of the weapons to max. So if you just have an unlimited way or a semi-unlimited way to just go about keeping, like, leveling the same weapon over and over and over again, then you don't really have an incentive to go for the other weapons. Maybe I can do something that is similar to a rebirth system, actually, where you pick... So you can have 2 classes, but maybe down the line you can pick one weapon that you specialize in, and then you can rebirth that a few times. But if you ever rebirth a different weapon, then your rebirth count resets. then I'd have to figure out a way to compensate people if they want to rebirth a new weapon that just came out. Basically, we could probably do something like that. Yeah, sure. What questions do you have about the weapon leveling? All right, so this should kind of be fine already. So it's just the weapon itself. So when you get a weapon and you equip it, when you gain experience, you gain two forms of experience. You gain experience for your player, which levels up your player, and get experience for the weapon, which levels up the weapon itself. As the weapon level goes up, you unlock more skills, and if you max the weapon, you can unlock the next tier of the weapon. I was thinking of maybe reducing so make it so that you only have to get it to 50, not 60, and then 60 is just like an extra thing. Like I might make it so that the level 60 thing gives you a passive, and the level 50 thing gives you the next what's it called, the next class. That way, you don't have to get it all the way up unless you really want to get the extra passive stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's basically the goal. You get it up to, let's say it's max for now. So you get it up to max, then you ideally, it doesn't happen yet because I don't have the next tier of weapons, but you would unlock the next tier of weapons, or the next tier of that weapon. So if you max out the sword, then you can unlock the next tier of the sword, which would be, I think the first next tier of sword, I'd probably make a great sword, just as like a wider bladed sword kind of thing. The classes are not, you don't level up classes themselves, you unlock classes. So like for example, for class Knuckles, here you go. So Knuckles is like the easiest thing to point out. Can I? No, I can't really do that. All right. So Knuckles at tier 1, which is just, I think it's the brawler class I called it. Knuckles gives 5 attack. Then when you unlock the next tier of the Knuckles class, which is what you get when you max out the Knuckles, when you max out your fist stuff, then you get the next tier of the class, which I think I called Warrior. I think I'll have to double check the name of it, but that class gives 20 attack. So and the other classes have similar things. So with Mage, where is it? Or Staff. Okay, well, so Mage will essentially, there's some math here, but it'll take whatever class level you have for Mage, and it'll multiply it by the modifier. Modifier is 0.1, which is 10%. So if your class level is 1, which is the first level of the Mage, it'll reduce your MP cost by 10%. If your Mage level is 2, it'll reduce it by 20%. So basically the first level is called Neophyte. The second level, which would reduce by 20%, is called Mage. The third level, I haven't decided on the name for it. It's probably going to be like, probably not going to be Archmage. It's probably going to be like an Elemental Mage or something like that. That'll reduce by 30%. And yeah, it'll just keep reducing as you get higher class levels. For the bow, similar thing, except the modifier is for range, like how far your skills reach. if they can reach. So that basically that means close combat skills. This is completely useless for close combat skills. So if you want to be a close combat class, maybe you don't want the bow class for anything. The sword class is special because there's nothing in it, because what sword class used to be is every time you use a close combat skill, it would have sent a sword slash with this skill, or I was going to add it to basic attacks too, but that requires some GFX stuff that I had before. It's just I haven't been working on this thing. Once I go back to working on this thing, which will be all the classes will be done. I'm not worried about this, so all the classes will be done before beta. This is going to be a quick thing I'm going to do off stream. It's fine. But the idea behind the sword class was every time you level up the class, the effect of the sword slash gets either bigger or hits more enemies or something like that. I still have to think of some things for the sword class and classes like the sword class where it would basically add an additional effect to skills. But that's the basic gist of it. So as you get higher quote unquote tier classes, the additional effects they'd give skills are bigger, better, hits more enemies, things like that. And generally, unless I decide to go a different direction in the future, which is totally possible, I would think generally the class abilities, like more of the close combat class abilities, will do this kind of effect where it does more. It'll give your skills more things to do. Only because close combat, I would imagine, until until true end game stuff comes out, I would imagine close combat will have the most difficult time farming, just because they're close combat. I will have a bunch of skills for close combat that attack at a range, but they can't take advantage of the bow class's range buff, really. So it becomes a little bit more difficult. Some classes. All classes do something. Some classes give additional effects on skills, again, the sword class, whenever you use a skill, it'll release a sword wave in addition to the skill. So that's the case. Another thing I was planning on doing is so I didn't know if I wanted to do this with elements or if I wanted to do it with a class, but I'm gonna have a lifesteal effect. I was thinking maybe I can create some kind of vampire class in the future, and then that vampire class's ability, the class ability, would be lifesteal. It would be 10% per class level, essentially. So again, not all classes give effects like that. I think most of them are just going to be basically what the staff and knuckles are, which is just stat increases, or the bow class, which is a range increase. Or let me quickly go into a skill just to show you how skills can be modified. Let's go to mage, the mage skills. So here, so range, all this stuff here can potentially be modified by skills. The MP cost can be modified, so the mage class brings it down. The Z offset, I don't know if I want to modify the Z offset, but this is magic beam anyway, so let me look at this one up here, because this is more realistic. So these are the things that can be modified. Magic cost, damage box. This means how big the AOE is, essentially. This will eventually be able to be modified, so you can increase the AOE of all your skills with a class in the future. That's not going to be in the near future because that's kind of OP. Cooldowns obviously can be modified, but that's probably going to be just from equipment. I don't know if I wanted to make that a class thing, because that's just going to be objectively better to use. So everybody's going to be using that class if it gives you cooldown reduction, unless it's a really bad cooldown reduction. Half-Life, I was thinking of doing. This is just like how long it lasts. Which I know Half-Life is not the correct term for that, but I use it, so whatever. It's just how long the skill is going to last. These offsets are just like where the skill is positioned. So this can basically make more ranged skills appear closer to you. Range is already modified by the bow class. AoE is how many enemies you hit. There will definitely be some classes that increase the amount of enemies you hit. Hits is the number of times you hit each enemy. There will definitely be classes that increase this. Speed is pixels moved per second. So this is basically if you see the ball, this is for the magic ball skill. So if a skill has this effect where you use it and it goes forward a certain distance, then this will modify how quickly that happens. There's probably going to be some class that affects this, but it's probably going to be like a lesser used class, I assume. And then base damage. Obviously, there's going to be classes that increase base damage of certain skills. Yeah, where to put the hitbox would be that's the offset. Yeah, sorry, I just read the thing. Some of the classes that would affect some of this stuff are not going to be in the game yet. So I put a space here denoting what things can be modified. So this stuff up here is all dictionary stuff. Technically, damage box type is also a dictionary thing that's not going to be modifiable. But I wanted to keep it with the damage box information. But yeah, eventually I do want classes that modify all of these to varying degrees, and maybe some classes modify only like close combat skills, some classes maybe modify only magic skills, and some classes modify everything. So for example, currently the mage class and archer class, it changes everything. So it changes. So the archer class changes all classes that have range, which means most, if not all, close combat skills are left out of that. But anything that has a range, it increases the max range. Same thing with the mage class. All skills, which this applies to all skills. The MP cost of all skills goes down by 10%. And again, that reduction increases as you get the higher tiers of the class. It is pretty easy to make new skills in this game, yeah. I just have to get all the other stuff out of the way, because the things I need for the skills are, I just have to figure out what the base value of the offsets I want are. I need to figure out like where I want it positioned, how big I want the AoE to be, which is a pretty quick thing. Then I need to either have someone create the GFX for it or create the GFX myself. And then I just have to make sure that the function to use the GFX is appropriate, essentially. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you those. Those I will have to go back to those because I changed something in the basic attack, so basic attacks don't replicate on all of the clients anymore because it causes an error. But the regular skills are fine. Like, I mean, I can also just go into the game to show you. Like the skills, skills here. So it's client side. All of the visuals are client sided. So basically, where's it good? Is this it? Yeah, this is this is basic attack visuals, so it's a little bit different. I have different function for basic attack, beams, auras. Here's the aura visual thing, and I'll show you really quick. So this is kind of the game right now. I'm wearing something on my head. So, but I'm right now. I have the mage stuff equipped. Just want to make sure. Well, so this is the fireball. Let me actually get into. Okay, yeah, this is the regular magic ball. And then I have 4 different elements. I have the fire, which is fireball. This should be water ball. Next is the earth ball, which is just a pile of rocks that flies. Next is the wind, and then we go back to magic ball. If I can, there you go, magic. And then I have the different auras. The regular magic aura is, wait, no, what happened? Did I mess something up? Oh no, I was pressing the wrong button. Okay. So this is the regular magic aura. This is no elemental thing. It's just a little circle around your guy. Then I change. Then this is the fire aura. Has some fire around me. Then change. I think I messed something up here actually. I'm gonna have to go back to auras. Oh yeah, I think I definitely did. Let's see, did I get any red? No red, but anyway, that's like the basic gist of it. Hey, I'm making a 2D or 2.5D RPG in Roblox. Alright, let me actually stop and then go back so I can do the other auras. I wonder why I think there's something that messed up in the connection of the auras. Because the auras are supposed to disconnect when I change elements, and I noticed that they weren't doing that. Anyway, so right now I'm showing skills, but I should be working on the... So this is how the game is played right now. Let me go to... Oh yeah, let's go to fire. Let's go to fire and then use... There you go. So the aura. The auras just deal damage when you like run into things, or when they run into the aura. Right now it's only 10 seconds long. They're supposed to be a minute long. I made it 10 seconds just to make it easier to test. Yeah, it's an RPG. Would be an RPG. I don't really have many NPCs. I only have one NPC right now. The game's also not public right now. It was public, but I'm making some changes. I want it to be public again by the end of the day, just so people can test it and basically try to break it. I want people to try to break the game. I want to get into beta by next week, basically. So there's like a few additional systems I want to add, but I don't expect them to take too long because I've done most of the systems already. But basically right now I want to release it in beta in time for Christmas so I can actually have people start playing the game a little bit. And basically what will happen is I'm going to have a few NPCs around around this area and around the next area that you can take quests from, and it's just going to be basically a farming RPG game where you farm monsters, level up. There's a party system that you can take part in. Here, party. You can create a party. You can invite your friends to the party. You could leave the party. And yeah. Then when it's released into beta, I want to be creating the first boss for it. It's probably just going to be PvE for now. So the goal is to have Um, so when it's released into beta, I want to create the first boss. I'm going to create pets, and pets are going to help pick up items off the ground when you kill things. Like if I go here, if I kill these things, they're going to... Oh, wait, All right, there's some issue going on. I don't know what the issue is. Oh, it's... Oh, this is... Okay, I know the issue. That's fine. But normally there's going to be things that drop on the ground that you have to pick up. They're only not picking up. They're only not dropping now because I'm working on the quest system, and there's something with the drop function that has to do with the quest system. So I'll fix that in a bit. But yeah. So anyway, pets to pick up items off the ground. After that, I'm gonna be working probably on a party quest system where you join a specific area in a party and you have to complete certain tasks to move forward, and eventually it's going to be like basically party dungeons. Then eventually, probably after beta, I'm probably going to introduce a form of PvP, but it's not really going to be real PvP. It's going to be more so like, oh, what team or what player can deal more damage to this enemy in the shortest period of time, or it's going to be what team can kill more monsters in the shortest period of time, kind of thing. Like in my game, it's not really going to be like PvP is going to be hard to do because the idea is you'll be doing so much damage to monsters that to make a PvP system doesn't really make sense. So these are these are spells. If I want to be like here, let me go to equipment. Let me unequip this and. Well, also you can change all your keybinds. So I have a keybind thing. It's just a keyboard, and you just kind of click and move them around. Ground pound. Yeah, let's put this here. So this is for brawler. If this is if you don't have any weapon equipped, then you end up being able to use the brawler class, and you just kind of punch him in the face or use what I was doing there, which is this is an AoE move. So they are supposed to be following me. They will be following me. I do have to go back to the. Also, there should be a bigger cooldown on that move. Should probably add that. Yeah, so this is basically like you go around hunting monsters, you level up. There is a problem right now because of the error I ran into before, and that is monsters are not spawning, so I'll have to stop this server and actually fix the problem in a bit. No parrying, no. It's not a super advanced combat system like that. It'll be... I guess if you count it as parrying, there will be moves that you get as like a close combat defender class that you can use to make yourself and your party immune to damage for a very short period of time. So like if a boss were to use some kind of AoE wipe move, then your defender character or your shielder character would have to use that skill to prevent the damage or prevent the people from just dying. So it's not quite a parry system where it's like, oh, you get some kind of quick time event where that you have to click and then you parry. It's hard to show now because like the game really is just like I guess like a more advanced bandit beater, I guess. Well, when I say more advanced, I mean you like the idea is you kill thousands of these monsters. Like not it's not that you kill 100 of them in an hour. In an hour, you should be able to kill thousands of these guys because there's so many spawn. Like right now, they're not spawning because there's an issue with the quest code that I have to fix. But yeah, I really have to add a cooldown to that. But yeah, the idea is you kill a lot of monsters. The monsters also drop equipment that you want to get like higher rarities of. That's the kind of thing. I know it's not a game that's like for everybody, but I guess no game is for everybody. So to be fair. Oh, also, if you get to level 10, I think it is 10. When you get to level 10 mage, uh, yeah, sure, yeah. Feel free to send it to me. Um, no, as I was saying, if you get to level 10 mage, that's when you unlock the elemental cycles. Basically, like you can use fire, water, earth, air, and neutrals, just the normal stuff. If you have one of those equipped, like so right now I have fire equipped. Okay, right now I have water equipped. So if I have water, then it actually showed it there. But like each of the elements give different abilities to all attacks, not just magic attacks. So the fire increases, or the fire has dot damage. So it just deals damage over time for like between 5 and 10 seconds. I forgot the exact time. And then then water is every 10 seconds, I think you have some chance at dropping like a little healing pack, which heals you a little bit. The earth one is just if you use it, then you have like a little armor, so you basically, it tanks for you. And the air one pushes monsters back. Again, it's kind of hard to show because I have to fix this quest thing first. Let me actually do that because it's getting annoying. It's annoying that no monsters are spawning when monsters are supposed to be spawning all the time. Thanks, dude. I'm gonna need it. Alright, so back to quests. Oh geez, it's already that late. Yikes. Back to quests. Again, I just want to fix this to the point that it can function, and then I'll release it, and I'll ask you guys to try to break the game. And then let me know how you broke the game so I can fix it. Alright, so where are we on the code here? We can close out of skills for now. Player, server player, okay. Okay, dude. Client stats, server player. Yes. Yeah, so the way the game works is there's you get, whenever you kill a monster, you get two kinds of experience. One is player experience, which levels up your player, and one's weapon experience, which levels up your weapon. The player experience, like whenever you level up your player, you get stat points to invest in either strength, strength, intelligence, or precision, PRE, I think. And that just basically increases, so strength increases your damage with close combat skills and also increases your HP. Intelligence increases magic damage and increases your MP. And precision increases ranged damage, not magic damage, specifically ranged damage, that's not magic damage. And it increases your accuracy. And there are accuracy checks in the game, which if you don't pass the accuracy check, you just deal 0 damage. And then, so that's player stats.
then leveling up weapons just unlocks more of the weapons skills. And when you max a weapons level, which all weapons right now have a max level of level 60, you would essentially complete that weapon, and when I add the next tier of weapons, you'll be eligible to use the next tier of that weapon. So the basic sword weapon right now, if you max that out, then once the next tier of weapon, which is one of the next tier weapons, is going to be great sword, you'll be able to use the great sword because you maxed the sword before. As for other stats, I mean, I can just show you here. These are all the stats in the game that can be modified by weapons. Where is it? Weapon level. Stat values? Yeah, here. So, cost is going to be, this doesn't apply yet. The cost is going to be for when I add like smithing and maging into the game, where you can add stats to your weapons and equipment. These are the different stats that you'll be able to get on your weapon, like as like additional stats. Attack, damage taken. This can be positive or negative depending on the weapon. Pierce is like ignore enemy defense kind of thing. This does not really apply for regular monsters. It's more so just for bosses. Strength, precision, intelligence, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage, max HP, max MP, defense, dodge. Dodge is not really implemented fully yet, but that's coming soon. Jump height, walk speed, and cooldown reduction. Some of these stats are kind of useless early game, though. Like cooldown reduction is very useless early game because you can only get a very small amount of it, and it doesn't even really matter because none of the skills have a high enough cooldown for it to matter. But there will eventually be skill. Well, the idea is there will be skills in the game in the future that have like a 5-minute cooldown or like a 3-minute cooldown, and you can reduce the cooldown by a pretty significant amount. I think that I want the max cooldown to be 50% of the original cooldown. All right. And most of the stuff works. Again, the only reason why it errored out when I was showcasing it before is because I'm working on quests, and there's certain things in the monster drop formula that require quests to be working. And because they're not working right now, it just kind of messed everything up. Module server quests. I need to go to client quests. Here it is. Right, okay. I added this here. Let me see what happens. I do have to test this now. I want to see what big red letters I see when I close this and reopen it. Oh, too far. All right, what are these big red letters that I'm gonna fix now? Oh, that's an easy one. Module server on monster died. On mon death. Oh, this is the old one. I don't care about this.
is it? Did I open it down here? I could just open it again, but I don't want to do it if it's already open. I think I closed it by accident. Alright, let's just open it here. On monster died. 62. Here. So all I have to do is say dot all quests. Alright, that should work, right? Yo, what's going on, Outlaw? Long time no talk. How you doing? Alright, so okay, so the drops are back. That means it's not erroring out, at least not in the same spot. No, it's just not erroring out at all. Okay. Let's see if I kill the right kind of scarecrow. Does it update? Oh, well, actually, no. It definitely won't update. I would have to close it and then open it. And then see if it updated. Well, after I kill a red scarecrow. Okay. Also, let's see, no errors, cool. I'm doing okay. Kind of need to kick this into high gear. Alright, so that didn't update. Why would it update though, actually? That's true. Let me just make sure. Okay. Alright, that's a problem. So, what should happen here, the tutorial is throwing me off, but general is what this is. This should have another folder in it called 1. Nah, dude, I was explaining it to the new guy. It's all good. It's all good. Like the real challenge for me in the future is probably going to be creating, because like I have a tutorial I have created before that is ready to be put in, but like I need to create an actual tutorial that kind of helps you figure things out, because there's a lot involved in the game that like it's just I feel like would be overwhelming at first, especially if you're a normal Roblox player that has not played a game like this before, where it's a side-scrolling kind of thing. Because like I'm gonna tell you, like so many people, Henry and Bop will tell you, so many people were like, I can't move, and that's because initially the default controls were using the like the direction pad, the D-pad, so the arrows instead of WASD, because in a game like this, at least the way I play a game like this is I use the arrow keys, and I use the rest of the keyboard to use skills. Even now when I'm testing, I'm using the arrow keys. And then a space to jump, and then like the rest of them, the ASDF and all those other keys for skills. But Roblox players, I'm pretty sure, are all very used to the WASD setup and using the mouse. And in this game, the mouse really isn't used for anything other than opening menus. That's the old Equestria UI script, which I can delete now. Yeah. I mean, that's why I made it so that you can change all of your keybinds to whatever you want. I also added a like in the tutorial, you can pick if you want the default to be the arrows or WASD. WASD just feels so weird to me though. Personally. It's whatever floats people's boats though. Different strokes for different folks. All right, so we're going to do print index current task. What else do we want? Print qlock play. All right, so we're looking for 408 and 412. Also, let me just do quests. Wait, really? I'm confused. Oh, because sometimes you don't necessarily want to do that. The new Henry. Who? What? Anyway, sometimes pressing down, sometimes you might want to press down because you're using a skill, and the skill requires you to press down to do something. Or sometimes what? The join logs. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. What the hell? All right, man. Do it. I'll be here. That I don't know. That's all you, dude. Depends on how you have Rojo set up. Do you not like it? You know how to use Rojo, right? Okay. Module server. Yo. Print quest ID. Print bool. Print past quest ID. All right, so this should work. Print that. Print quest table. All right, we're just gonna print all right, cool. Let's see what is being held up here. If you're having issues, Henry, DM me what the problems are, and then I'll try to help you through them. Henry style tab. You banned, Henry. You banned. Oh, well, that's the problem. Okay. What? Okay. Basically, I have to restart the data store and find out why this accept did not work the proper way. Accept quest. Oh, well, that explains quite a bit. Actually, no, this is from before. Dot players. Mm-hmm. All right, so this is actually not going to work. This should not be necessary. There we go. Connections dot. What is this going to be? So this was because this is the same connection that I have down here that I'm supposed to have down here. It's supposed to be quest ID, current part, and the current task, which is the index. So quest ID, current part. Hey, Bop, what's going on, man? Yeah, because I wanted to get some more done today with people in chat, but unfortunately, I mean, basically, I still want to release this by the end of today. I wanted to release it on stream, but I guess I'm just going to release it after the stream. It's taking too long. Henry's trying to get me angry at him. Don't get me angry at you, Henry. Please. Thanks. All right, so current part in this case is always going to be 1. I guess this is also always going to be 1. Disconnect that, then it's equal to nil. Yeah, people are not very creative, so they gotta take other stuff and kind of do things with them. Although, to be fair, I do think making games and making other things out of movies and stories and things like that is not terrible. But, like, you run into copyright issues. They're official on Roblox? I don't know about that, man. Maybe like 4 of them, but not all of them. Okay. That's what you're saying, Henry. I see. Um, okay, I'm gonna type things. First that, then I'm gonna type this. Give me a sec. Actually, I'm not gonna type it. I'm just gonna show you. Henry, go into your project and make sure you have this line of code by like everything. You see that? Ignore unknown instances true. I'm going to copy it for you and paste it for you. You need it under every path. Because if you don't have it, it's going to overwrite everything. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but you're going to get a bunch of errors if you do that. Or you're going to get no errors, and you're just going to like fall to your death because they don't have a, what's it called? Base plate. What do you mean, why do I have so many props? What do you mean? Why do I have so many parts? Yeah, that is the worst one. But when there's no errors and you have to create your own error checking thing through prints or whatever. Now that's really annoying. Oh, now I know what you meant, Henry. Okay. with the replacing you thing. I just saw that. Okay, that's funny. Let me see. It's in media, right? I don't know about that, man. I think that's just the pants. That's just pants, dude. People are allowed to have pants, man. All right, let's close that. Right. So I don't really care about O right now. I just want F to work. I'm going to reset the data store. This is going to be funny now because Henry's going to be working on an old data store. That's why I posted it, Bob. That's why I posted it, because I was like, I might actually make something similar to that. Like, I already know what I want the second boss to look like, for the most part, but there can be, like, small little details here and there that that are changed.
So I want the second boss to have 6 arms. I don't know if I want him to be bipedal, like actually walking around. I know I want him to have 6 arms. I know I want him to be a rock thing. All right, where is data store? Here. Alpha 35. Good roofs in Blender? I don't know. It depends. Oh wait, there is nothing here. Okay. We're good. We're good. I have to go into quests and then accept this guy. Okay. I think it's this, right? Yeah. Oh, I have to. Okay. All right, so this didn't actually go up. A little bit concerning. Teensy bit concerning. Oh, let's see if there was an error anywhere. Nope. Okay. All right, here's the thing. I might actually change how this is handled entirely. I Okay, yeah, let's see. So check my DMs again. Jeez, I'm working on stuff. Oh, wait. I see the house. That looks fine to me, honestly. Yeah, the roof could use some shifting around. Uh 1 second. 1 second, Henry. I'm taking a look. So take a look here. Make sure the ignore unknown instances is also under the actual storage. So like under server storage, under starter player, under server script service, under replicated storage, not just in like the path. And also, yeah, for workspace, yeah, I say filtering enabled true. I probably should make this false, right? It doesn't matter. I think it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, workspace doesn't actually matter. The workspace ignore unknown instances doesn't matter because we don't add anything to the workspace from here. At least I'm not adding anything to the workspace from here. I actually don't have ignore unknown instances within the starter player. Maybe I should. Oh, geez, sorry. Sorry.
Base plate, dude. just use this for the workspace. Get rid of all that base plate BS, because otherwise it's just gonna create another base plate for you. Just like, in fact, I'm gonna paste it for you here. There you go. Copy and paste. Replace your entire workspace thing with that. Okay, so let me make sure the one shows up at least. Just to make sure the code is working to some degree. It does show up now. Okay, cool. Let me see if it actually works now, though. Nope. All right, that's fine. Like I said, I'm probably going to change how this works. Bro, I'm just gonna send you this, and then you can modify it to accommodate whatever you have there. Oh, what? I didn't send it in code though, so you know what? I'm gonna send it in code now, so you know. There you go. Easy. Actually, let me check something really quick. Got to check something. Go there. Nope. Okay. All right, back here. So what I'm going to do now, and this is going to work with the leaderboard too. I will have to add like a total monsters killed by the player kind of thing. I can add this to the bestiary too. So this is going to be attached to so the total monsters you've killed will be on your player, but I also want like a total monsters killed by everyone. But actually no, that kind of works out fine. Okay. Actually no, it doesn't work fine. So an issue I think I'm going to be running into here is, let's say there's 10 people on 10 different servers and they each kill the same monster 10 times. So 10 different servers, 10 people. That's already 100. That's 1,000. So they kill 1,000 monsters, 1,000 of the same monster at the same time. And they all try to write to the data store with update async, sure. So it'll still be like it'll still be spaced out a little bit, but that's still trying to write to the same data store 10 times within the same. Well, it's trying to increase
the same data store 10 times in the same second. I guess it'll be limited by the amount of servers on. What do you mean, can you abort? That's up to you, dude.
That's entirely up to you.
Abort means you're gonna not do it. So what do you mean? It's up to you. Oh, did you not know what abort meant? All right, that's okay. You learn something new every day, dude. It's all good. Abort mission. Exactly. That's easy way to know. Anyway, I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Am I going to say go into on monster died? Right, so every server will only have about, I don't know, up to 30 different kinds of monsters. Or every server. So every place would only have up to like 30 different kinds of monsters, roughly. So even if I had a folder for each monster that you killed, it would still be fine. Would I even need a folder, though? All right, sorry. Yeah, this is taking a little while for me because I'm trying to conceptualize a monsters defeated script. And do I need any events associated with anything there? So you kill a monster, but like you had the help of 2 other people. That monster still has to only count for 1 monster killed. So basically, that would be an on monster died. Oh, easy stuff, easy stuff. So actually, each server so each server can have like a tally of the monsters that have been killed on the server, and then every, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, the server can write the data to a data store and then remove all the monsters, so it'll just go back to 0. The problem is if it updates while it's being recorded.
Actually, no, because all I would have to do is set it equal to. Okay, yeah. So I would set a local thing equal to the number, and then if it, and then set the number to 0 afterward. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, easy. One sec, guys. All right, back. This won't autosave, right? Uh, what do you mean? I don't know what autosave functions like that. That's all up to your settings, I think. Like for me personally, I don't really care about autosaves. I just manually save over and over and over and over again. So, oh, you sent the Discord isn't telling me that I have new messages. Um. So for yeah, that would be shared. Like you would need a slightly different setup than I because I have the title screen here too. But yeah, I think that is kind of it. I don't know why you have the init client luau in the starter player folder because this will just be called starter player. Like this script will just be called starter player. No, I don't think so. Oh, for Discord? No, no, I turned streamer mode off because it was annoying because it couldn't tell when I was or wasn't streaming. So in exchange, I just never really show Discord, or I do, but it's like not common. Yeah, you can try. Yeah, sure, go for it. Keep in mind, if you mess it up, I can always just open it up, connect my Rojo to it, and then it'll be updated. So it'll be fine. It's clearly Spanish. Come on, man. What you think? You think I'm gonna say Rojo? It's not Rojo. It's dumb. It's very dumb. Okay. Let me know if you need me to go back in there to overwrite your code with the master code. All right. So this is gonna be. Module server. I'm gonna call it leaderboard. Local self is equal to table return self. Honestly, I don't even know if I need anything else, so we can just do. I mean, no, I definitely do need things in here. Monsters is equal to table. I don't even need initialize. Monster tracker. Monster ID. Number. Or just num. All right. If self.monsters monster ID is equal to nil, then it's equal to num. Else plus equal num. Monster tracker function self dot reset monster tracker is equal to 0. So if you completely delete it and I come back, only if you only deleted scripts. If scripts are the issue, then yes, I can go back. It'll just reload all the scripts. If somehow you ended up deleting actual stuff, then like I have a backup of it. I assume you have a backup of it. So we can just put it back manually that way. But like, as long as the problem is scripts, yes, I can always very easily and quickly just put it back. If it's parts and folders, then that's a little bit different, but I don't think anything you do on VS Code, unless you're like specifically trying to do something weird, it shouldn't impact any of that stuff. Again, as long as you have the ignore unknown instances thing on like everything, you should be fine. As long as you don't give me too much extra work to do. Not really. Ideally, don't give me any extra work, but you know. Reset monster tracker for underscore comma v. No, it's going to be monster ID comma value in self.monsters do. We grab all of these. I'm going to say local val is equal to dot value. Oh, here. we got value. Am I going to create a separate data store? Probably yes. I need to find the data store stuff here. Party folder. What's the next folder we're going to do? Monsters defeated stats underscore. Sure, underscore folder. All the child scripts of client. Okay. Do you want me to go in and fix it? Watch how quick this is. So, just so you can see. Oh, well, you can't see it there. So, this is how my starter player thing looks. Starter player scripts, you open it up. Client initializer script. That is what I want. This can actually be deleted if you want. I'm keeping it because I need to make sure everything that is in here is eventually also in here. And then I will delete it once it's all done. But, like, client initializer script is the important one. This is the one that has all the modules. But client initializer is still there. I mean, I could also just go in and check, but not really feeling it. Okay, make sure it's also deactivated, because you can kind of see here it's kind of gray for me. If it's not deactivated, right click and go over here. Mine says enable. Just say disable scripts if it's like 10th from the bottom or whatever. Oh, cancel. No, don't do that. Okay, yeah, good. That's fine. Local function get data store. And let me actually open the party thing too, because that might actually help me here. Funny enough. Party. Get monster stats data store, sure. Local function update monster stats data store. Alright, so we don't actually need an ID for this because this is like across everything. Local data store is equal to self dot. Oh, I need services. Shoot. Local. No, this is self or function self dot import tables, services, modules, folders, remotes. Self dot services is equal to services and services is equal to nil. All right, cool. Self dot services dot data store service get data store. I could probably just copy this for now. Self.modules is equal to modules. Because there's no end here. Okay. There you go. So now we're not using the party data store. We're using this guy. Storage folder. Right, so this is alpha 30. Yep. Now, update party data store is going to be just the same thing. Or update monster stats data store. Okay. We're going to do update monster stats data store, and we're going to send it's essentially self.monsters. For monster ID, comma, value in self.monsters do. It's actually really similar to this. Except not quite. Why isn't it dropping my files in Roblox? Did you turn on the update on save thing? Settings.json for I use style Lua for this. Okay. Then I don't know what to tell you. I'll have to make that video soon. All right. I love Coke. Coke versus Pepsi is crazy. No, but actually, I'm not surprised. I I know. I know. Ooh. Might want to give him the suicide hotline and then. Yeah, that's concerning. Very, very concerning. Oh, this is going to be like global. If data store. Okay. We're going to add value. If data store. Oh, I don't need if data store. This was to check if the party still existed. Whoops. Yeah, no, none of this remove stuff is necessary anymore. It would be update async global function return. Oh, it's get async. Whoops. Data store local current monster table is equal to data store get async global, or monster is defeated. Sure. We just have to do this. Data store update async function return this guy. And then we do monsters defeated. All right, easy. What about the other one here? Just get, and when we return data store. Get async. Yeah, monsters defeated, sure. Monsters defeated. Wait, the setting ain't the. What setting?
This is something separate. So this is for VS Code, for specifically for whatever I think this is a linter. So whatever linter or whatever, like I use Style Lua. So for if you're doing it this way, then it would be stylelua.target release version latest. This is for Style Lua specifically. You can see it on top of here, right? I mean, I can just copy and paste it for you. Like, you have to create a settings.json file yourself. All right. Let's close this again. Reset monster tracker. Okay.
That's who made Style Lua.
If you look up Style Lua on GitHub, it's Johnny Morgan's /Style Lua. Or I guess it's just like the folder containing Style Lua, whatever. It might not be the name of the person who made it, but yeah. This is not that necessary, except it would go somewhere, yeah. Do we want... No, I think this does have to be outside. No, wait, no, this has to be like an ordered leader stat, right? Shoot. What, Henry? What happened this time? Did you send me anything? Nope. Okay. Does this have to be... So, if I want to update an ordered leader stat, or an ordered data store, I don't work with ordered data stores, dang it. Roblox ordered data store. What do you mean still not making your file? What do you mean? Did you initialize it too? Like, did you have Style Lua before? Dude. Maybe I have to make that video sooner than later. Uh, what I mean is, so you would have to bring up, I don't have it here, the command prompt and be like I don't know how you set up VS Code. Like, I don't know how you have it, but where is it? Like, I use aftman to basically initialize these things. I initialize Rojo, Celine, Style Lua, yeah, and then the more this is the older version of Rojo. Uh, but basically, I like for Style Lua, I had to grab this information and initialize it using aftman. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you would do it. Um, but it needs this information because it needs to know, okay, where in GitHub does it have to look for it? Same thing, same with Celine, same with Rojo. You'll give you this? Okay. Uh, all right, that's not me. That's Twitch or your internet connection. I can tell you right now, it's not me. Or like, it could be on my end, but based on how Henry is seemingly having a normal conversation with me, it's probably not me. Yo, how did you get the big picture in there? Jeez. Super high quality big picture. Giant, not like this. Or is that only... I don't know. If you have it set up in a different way than I do, then I don't know how to help you, dude. Like, I'm not too familiar with the inner workings of GitHub or VS Code. I just know how to get Lua code or Luau code into Roblox in a very specific way. Wait. So you connected it and it's connected right now, right? So down here, like, this is connected. You have the option to disconnect, right? That sucks, man. It's very unfortunate. And it's just me. Again, I don't think Henry's having issues, so that's kind of weird. Um, Like, I'm using the default OBS settings. Yeah, I don't know, Bob. I don't know, man.
Alright, so this will add things to monsters defeated. I have to do this reset thing every few minutes. I think this can be local, right? Yeah, this can be local. I just have to initialize separately. Function self dot initialize, and we can just have a self dot services dot run service dot stepped connect function, and this is underscore DT, right? Local update time is equal to 30 seconds. Local current time, or time left, I guess. Time left is equal to update time time left minus equal dt. If time left is less than or equal to 0, then time left is equal to update time and reset monster tracker. You can try to waste my time for a bit, and then if I think it's not worth it, then I'll stop. Okay, reset monster tracker. You're saying maybe the problem with the water bubble shield was not me messing up elsewhere, it was actually an actual problem. One sec. Oh, shoot. I have to get the staff to level 30 first, or yeah, I think it's 30, which is easy. Just buy one of each. All right, let's go to keybinds. Oh, let me change my movement things first, because that's really annoying for me personally. We do that. We do. I'll make that go there. Area defense is not going to work yet. Oh. I mean, yeah. Okay, save. Let me actually buy some. those. Okay, so we're trying to get water to work, right? So let's go with that. Fire, water. Yes. Oh, okay. So I just did all that for nothing. I just did not look up again. Um, so that's how it is. That's how water is. Oh, it's just to add like a bubble effect to it. Or just make that the whole thing. Yeah. That could be good to add. That could be good as an add-on. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm probably gonna make it more like this color instead of the really really light blue color. Or I guess that's turquoise. But yeah, I don't mind adding a little bit of a shine to it. Um, it would be the only one that would make sense with a shine. So Earth wouldn't make sense. I hate how this keeps moving up, but I'm not gonna fix it every time because what is shown here doesn't matter. You've seen what the this is what the what's it called, the mage's defensive ability thing is called. I forget what it's called. It's the thing where if you stand by it, then it'll take damage for you. I haven't actually made it work yet though, so that will be soon. But yeah, if you want to send me that texture, I'll take it. I'll take a look. Or even if you want to send me the whole thing, I'll just kind of copy paste and see how I have to move it to make it make sense. I will happily take that. All right. Anyway, back to trying to figure out the monster stat stuff. This would have been done a little while ago, but I'm going to be honest, if I get this to work the way I want it to, then the leaderboard for monsters is going to be so much easier. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't even know how you got. I guess you just got it statically moving a little bit. Yeah, if you want to send me over that thing, then I'll add it. Yeah, yeah, because it's only one. It should only be one image anyway. Like the one I have is like 5 images or something, and one or two of them are flip books. Like it's crazy, and it doesn't even look that great. Although I like it. I personally like how it looks. Although, to be fair, the ones that I kind of like all of them now. Like the air is kind of typical though, so it's whatever. I like the fire one quite a bit. I like the water one quite a bit. I love the earth one, but the earth one I love mainly because it's hard to get earth to look good, and I think the earth one looks pretty okay. All right, so this is gonna constantly Oh, it is a flip book. Okay. Is it a is it just like a rotation thing? But yeah, if you want to just send it over, I'll add it and I'll take a look at how it looks with all the other effects combined. All right, yeah, I'll have to go back to here. Oh man, we are getting to that time, guys. We are getting to that time. Kind of wish I got more of this done, but ran into a little bit of a bump. It's not a real bump though. It's more of a hey, you want to do this anyway, so might as well fix it now because if you do it later, it's going to be a real pain. Right, and I need to go into ordered data store. Point store set async. And then point store. Oh, this is like a super basic code though. Maybe there's a slightly more complicated potential. Get sorted async. Get async. Oh, nice. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll yoink those. Although I'll have to see if I can actually use them because sometimes it's a little bit more complicated to use the images that aren't your own images because you have to like go and make them. I'll have to check it. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll take a look at it later. Sorry, it looks like I'm not doing anything on stream, but that's because I am reading this sorted async thing. In fact, I mean, I think it's about time anyway, so I think I will get off and I will finish this in the meantime. um, and who knows? Who knows? I might actually have the data, what's it called, done at the same time. The leaderboard. I might get that done at the same time. Yeah, but it's 3:30 and I gotta take the dog out soon anyway. So, all right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I mean I'll be back tomorrow. So, and I just got the invite for testing ground. Thanks a lot, Snotty man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll have the alpha open again to have people try to break it. Um, it'll have to be done tomorrow if I can't get it out today. Basically, I'm gonna try to still get it out today, but we'll see about that. It's entirely dependent on whether I can finish what I want to finish in the quests. Uh, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, I'm out for now. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.